Welcome to the show, everybody. It's Recine time, and we're back, and we are in the middle of a heat wave in New York City, and luckily, the air conditioner in the studio is broken, and so that's what's going on. How are you feeling, though, Johnny?
I'm feeling good. It's kind of tired from the heat.
Yeah, it really, you're outside for more than 5 minutes, and you go, come on, what's happening here?
Another scorcher.
Another scorcher. We should do another one of those videos. I did one a couple years ago with Deb where it was like millennial.
Oh, Sears commercial?
Yeah, we should do it a little differently, though. I don't know exactly what it would be. Hope you guys are staying cool. I hope you guys are drinking out of your well, no, this isn't. No. I hope you get yourself a nice like mug, a nice maybe like a Yeti or like a Stanley Cup. Those Stanley Cups, have you ever held one of those things?
Yeah. Hefty.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, of course. People, we got to stop mocking female joy, everybody. You know?
Yeah.
We got to stop making fun of girls for the stuff that they like, because some of the stuff they like is nice. You don't
Some of the stuff they like has a good tactile feel for autistic people.
Exactly. You hold it in your hand, you go, this is, and they might, I gotta say, I am a bit of a thermos cooler enthusiast. Okay. And I gotta say, they might be better than the Yeti mugs.
Yeah.
Just in terms of like, I mean, the Yeti mug, the colors are good, but the Stanleys are like, they feel much better. Do you have a favorite mug? Do you have a favorite type of?
I have the Yeti. I don't have the Stanley.
What color?
Red.
Yeah, nice. What do you do when it gets really hot out? Do you have any tips?
Have 2 window units and keep them both running
2 window
all
units.
the time, even when you're not home.
Yeah, that's good. I just redid the panels for my window unit yesterday. I went to the hardware store and I got the foam panels, so I put those in, and I cut them a little too big, so they're like smushed. So they're not bad. They're like, the window is sealed, but I'm looking at it and I'm going, I don't know. I don't know if I should redo these. I'm worried that my wife will think that I'm like, incompetent or something if she sees they're just a little too smushed. They're not flat.
Yeah, it's better not to try.
Yeah. Well, it's better. Sometimes you just need to get the thing done that you're doing quick.
Yeah.
You don't need to be Michelangelo with the window units, you know?
Yeah.
But then there's like a thing where you look at it and you go, this is bugging me. I don't think it's bugging. It's like Deb would never say, redo this, it bugs me. But in the back of her mind, she might be like, oh, my stepfather would do a better job.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So that's the hard thing that's the thing about being a man, is that, you know, you never know. And then some days they just get up and they leave. They just get up and they leave, and they never voice their concern. But really, it was because you did a half-assed job with the foam window panels. We got a lot to get into today. I don't want to spend too much time on local politics, but Zoran Mamdani got the Democratic nomination. That's pretty cool. It's jihad time. It's communist jihad time in New York City. And people are excited. People are also melting down. The business community is terrified right now. The business community is having a tough time. And they're going to leave New York City. They're going to leave. All the high earners are going to go somewhere else. And that's going to be bad for everybody. That's going to be really tough for everybody, because you need high earners in a city for a city to function. You need people who, what even do high earners, like, what do they do? What are their jobs? These people who are the high earners. Does that mean like Ryan Reynolds is going to leave? Does that mean Robert De Niro?
I hope not.
Does that mean, yeah. I would like to see Robert De Niro in front of a moving truck, just closing the door, crying, and he has to go to, like, I don't know, somewhere else. But yeah, why do they like what is that? And are people still falling for it?
So,
Are people still
oh, she's here.
great? Awesome. Hello. Hello. Wow. What is this? Is that are you allowed to wear that?
Is it happening?
What's that? Yeah, we got someone coming in at 4.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Here. It's
So you're just
really
gonna be.
hot out.
I know.
Oh my god.
Am I? You
I was
should
gonna
wear.
change in the elevator, but
Oh, you can if you want.
no, it's too late.
Okay. All right.
You guys.
Good to
are
see
these
you.
happening?
Yeah,
We're recording.
Okay.
Is that
Let me
okay?
tell you
You can go
something.
change. You can go change.
No, it's okay.
Do whatever you want. Hey, come on. It's your
I
show.
gotta hunt for this. It's a million degrees outside. The 5
Yeah.
Express switched
It
to
ran.
being a 2-3 because I
Okay.
guess that can happen in the middle of your commute.
Uh-huh.
And then I was on West 14th.
You're gonna do the shirt.
Huh?
You're gonna do the shirt.
I don't know.
Yeah. What's
What
up
do
to you? Let the listen. Let's go live and
New York City.
let them
princess.
decide. We were just talking about.
I
Did
guess
you
I
vote?
was-
Did you vote yesterday?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Are you happy with the
Thrilled.
results?
Thrilled.
Mm-hmm.
Even though, can I say something?
Steven kind of looks like him a little bit. Actually, Steven should come on and play him.
Okay. Okay, wait. This is actually an acceptable outfit, I think. It's like kind of like cute. What I want to say, watch out, is that I met Brad Lander
Oh yeah,
a couple days ago.
Yeah, nice guy, right?
He has a real
got
star
a-
power to
Really?
him. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
kind of like, obviously, that's not who I voted for.
Mm-hmm.
But I was kind of wondering why people my age were like rallying behind him.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of got
People
it.
people like Alana Glazer.
Was she with him?
I think she said she's.
He's
gonna vote for
Jewish.
Brad Lander. Yeah.
Mike, your neighborhood is one of the only ones that went for him.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw him on the street. I saw him on like
My-
Court Street.
My neighborhood went with Brad.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Park Slope. We were number 1. Not me though. Not me. Don't worry.
Yeah. Is that because Park Slope is like, oh yeah, I'm like very progressive, but I can't give up I can't pay more taxes because I'm a high earner.
Yeah.
That's where all the high earners
I
are.
didn't talk to all my neighbors, but that's what I gotta. You guys, my backpack. I'm having.
What?
Just give me 2 seconds.
Oh, okay.
In the corner. Can they see me?
No.
Okay.
No.
I didn't see.
And
you.
I'll do this with my hands. So whatever you need to do.
I just need to put my hair up.
But Johnny, you can give me a play-by-play of what she's doing.
She's
I
naked.
don't think that's.
Okay.
Hey, all right.
I look exactly the same. Something about this backdrop is not making me look as thin as I
he wanted
am.
he wanted to make it look like hell. Are you changing the
Or
backdrop?
maybe I
that
just
she
look,
asked you to?
I look masculine. Maybe I should put a shirt on.
I like it. You're lifting?
Yeah, but obviously I need to stop.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, did you I came up with the questions for you, by
Great.
the way.
Great.
Are we playing a game?
We
And
can.
do you know what tomorrow is?
Tomorrow's your birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's one of the questions.
Yeah, well I knew that.
How was your birthday?
When's my birthday? Oh.
June 23rd.
No, it's not.
Really?
It's 21st.
Oh, same week.
Yeah.
Counts.
Yeah, my birthday was okay. We talked about it a little bit on the patreon.com/Recine time, but my wife goes, do you want to hear? Do you not? Do you need to get situated? You put the shoes right in the backpack, huh? That's a little grimy.
I'm going to the gym after this.
Yeah, but why? Don't you have like a plastic bag or something? I would never put a shoe right in a backpack.
I don't use the backpack.
You know what you're walking
Normally,
through?
I use a purse.
Hmm.
Okay, can I tell you? Can I be honest with you guys about something?
Yeah.
I'm being a little candid today. I haven't eaten in like an hour, but I'm on a steroid pill, and I took it on like an empty stomach, and I think I'm like bumping.
Oh, you're
What do you mean?
loopy.
You're in.
I'm like on steroids right now, but
Okay.
on an empty stomach.
Oh, okay.
So I think I'm like bumping.
So you'll be a little bit like high energy today.
I guess.
Yeah. That's good because the heat's kind of You know, I think the heat's kind of driving everybody insane.
Well, I looked so much better before my walk here.
Mm-hmm.
I literally, maybe I should put on the shirt.
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
It might make my arms look tinier.
Whatever.
Maybe that's a bad message for women. Did you see everyone's mad at Sabrina Carpenter?
No, why?
Because she did that album cover.
Oh, right. Yeah.
They're
We talked
saying
about
she's
that.
bad for
We did.
women.
Yeah, we pulled it up on the screen.
Yeah.
With me?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
If you guys want to go listen
It
to
was a whole
different-
segment.
if you guys want to go listen to a different podcast this week, we will not be offended.
It's hot.
If you want to,
It's hot. I'm on
it's hot.
steroids. My birthday's tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. You got any plans?
Tomorrow? No. On the weekend? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So nothing tomorrow.
I'm going to work tomorrow and get my nails done. Steven's going to pay for it.
Mhm.
And
Now going to work on the birthday, that's like it's not ideal, but it's not terrible, I guess. Because
I'm choosing to.
You're choosing to, yeah, because you want other days off.
I'm really sensitive on my birthday.
Sure.
I cry.
No,
I've
I am-
never made it through
I
a
am
birthday
too.
without crying.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We talked about this on Patreon.
Amigos.
Are you sure you didn't take Molly?
No, this is nuts. And I don't even like take Advil when I have a headache. Like I don't take substances, but I'm on a steroid right now.
Well, we talked about this on Patreon, patreon.com/Recine time. But, you know, there's something about like the day. Like I think that after a guy turns like 33, they should get their memory erased and they should forget what their birthday is because they can't not be disappointing.
Is it sad being a man having a birthday?
Yeah.
Like you guys can't do what
We
women do. Like you
No.
can't be like birth week.
Yeah.
Like, nobody would let you do that.
Nobody should
Birthday
do that.
month. Nobody should do that, but it's like fine
But like if women do
girls
it,
wanna-
like maybe we'll talk about it behind each other's backs, but like ooh, it's still fine. Everyone's gonna let her do it.
Yeah. We're just not. And what's funny is like my birthday is usually a week. It's usually around Father's Day, like the week before, the same week. So just like, yeah, Father's Day comes and you feel weird about celebrating yourself. Then your birthday comes and you're like, this is. But there's still but the expectations are still there, you know.
And do you ever feel
And
like
so-
I try to like act like I don't care,
Mhm.
and then like the night before, I'm like,
Yeah, right.
I really care.
That's always how it is. It's always like I don't care what we do. And then but then if anything goes, if there's like the slightest inconvenience,
It's the worst day ever.
it's the worst day.
It's the
And you
worst
go,
day
how
ever.
dare you do this to me? Let me tell you what, and we did talk about this on Patreon, but let me just tell you what my wife
It's
did to
kind of like
me.
a recap episode.
Let me just tell you what my wife did to me on.
I look
and we
best
won't-
like this.
Great. Thanks.
Well, I wasn't here early, so now I'm just telling Johnny like
Wait, you had something cool happen to you this week. You want to talk about that?
I cannot believe something cool has come out of me doing this. This is crazy
Yeah.
for me. I was at a Mets game on Women's Night. Round of applause. I don't know. I can't hear the audio, but I would hit applause.
Yep, we got
Women's
it.
Night. We lost on Women's Night, but that's okay. Girls don't play baseball. And anyway, I'm in the gift shop and this guy, John, he had his name tag on. He's gonna love this. He's a listener. He was looking at me and I sometimes steal. So I was like, oh, he thinks I'm stealing
Right.
in the gift shop.
Right.
But I wasn't this time. So I was like, he can let it go. But he kept looking at me.
Yeah.
And then he came over and he goes, are you the hooker? And he
That's
asked
such
for
a bold thing to ask.
and he asked for a picture with me.
Wow.
And I haven't seen it. I don't know where he doesn't know who I am. So, but isn't that amazing?
Yeah, as much as people say like, "Oh, fame is very empty" or whatever. No,
I
it's
felt
really not.
full.
Yeah,
I felt full. I literally, you can tell Steven, we had a good night when we got home. You can
Oh,
ask
yeah?
him. Yeah.
Okay.
I was on cloud 9 getting recognized as a hooker. Like that's so random at the Mets game.
Mhm.
So I'm starting to see the benefits of your podcast. So I'm going to
Yeah.
start being more professional after today.
Oh, great.
Today's doesn't count. I'm on Adderall. No,
too hot.
sorry. I'm on steroids. I'm not on Adderall.
Mhm.
I'm on steroids, vitamin D, and it's really hot out.
Vitamin D is the sun.
No, they gave me vitamin D. They said I was low on that.
Oh, okay. Because sometimes girls refer to something else as vitamin D, but
No, I wouldn't say that.
it's not something that I care to think about.
Is your wife low on vitamin D? Would you ever say something like that?
What, like Sunlight or the other one?
Sunlight.
Well, is
bad for your teeth.
For 6 weeks you're not allowed to.
You're not allowed?
Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah, it's bad. Well, it's bad. Well, she's like, yeah, I guess after you give birth, you wear diapers and you know.
Yeah.
I looked at a little bit more of the birth this time.
Good
Did
for
we talk
you.
about
That's
this?
pretty brave.
No.
I actually haven't seen you since the baby.
Oh, really?
Congrats.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks. I looked at.
What'd you name it?
His name is Leo.
Leo.
Yeah,
that's how I'll say it.
and he's very cool. But I watched more of the birth, and it's funny because it's like you go to the hospital, you sit there for a while, a few hours. They give you the epidural, and then I don't know when. What's that?
She had labor.
She had labor.
No. What's the other? C-section?
Contractions.
No. Did she have a labor or a C-section?
She had labor.
She had labor. That's what I'm saying.
It came out of her butt, as our 4-year-old says.
Did he really?
Yeah, he thinks babies come out of the.
Well, they don't.
So
know.
if you meet him, just please don't break that illusion for him.
You guys aren't telling him
What?
that it comes out of a vagina?
I don't think he knows what a vagina is.
He's probably seen Debs.
I don't think so. When would
you guys
see
don't?
Debs?
Oh, I feel like I saw my parents naked all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a naked house.
I saw my mom naked until I was like 5, and then I never saw it again.
I love when it blurs us.
Yeah,
it's so hot in
for
the
a bad
sun.
thing.
Yeah. Really? I can absolutely. There's the most notable thing in my household growing up was my mother's bush. You couldn't get in or out of the house
my
without
mom had a
that.
Right. You couldn't get in or out of the house without seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
My mom had a bush too, and I remember it was like darker because she has light hair.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember thinking like, what's going on?
Like it was a wig.
Yeah, yeah. What is that? Is it a dye job?
My house growing up was really
What
old.
is that? Just for men on your pussy?
What's that?
You know, you look so natural, no one can tell.
What's
it's like
that?
the dye for guys' hair.
Oh, okay. I think people
It's like
just
the
call
over-the-counter hair dye that you.
It's called Just for
It's
Men.
called Just for Men.
Oh, I haven't heard
Look
that.
so natural, no one can tell.
Is it a
Just
song
for
or
men.
rap?
Yeah, that's the jingle for the hair dye.
We should write jingles
We should, yeah.
For
I would love to
brands.
spend more time with you.
for brands. Like in a business.
I would love to just, like it's summer, so
I grew up in an
maybe
older house.
We could double date.
You
We
just
do
had a
little
baby.
double date. Yeah, I know, but we have a lot of time
No,
around.
don't.
And maybe we could come over and we could barbecue or something.
Can I say something?
Maybe I could teach Steven how to barbecue.
He knows how to barbecue.
Okay.
You don't need to teach him how to barbecue.
All right. I would think he's like vegan or something.
You can still barbecue if you're vegan.
Mm-hmm. All right.
There's stuff to fry.
What did you
Grill.
want to say?
I feel like you and Deb are kind of making a new name for parenting.
Why?
Because every person I meet who has a kid, like, doesn't podcast for a while, like, takes serious time off, is very tired, is not available. But you guys seem like really kind of like normal.
Yeah, the trade-off is letting the kids sleep in your bed. It's just that.
It makes everything easier. So these
You not
people who
wake
are
up.
upset, they're keeping it in the crib.
Yes, we've sacrificed being intimate ever again for having, but it's like it's kind of easier because I don't know. You know what I mean? Most people like put the kid in the bed, and then that's it, and then they're getting up all the time.
Because they put him in
But
the
you're
crib.
right, because they put him in the crib in his own. They do like a sleep training thing.
Oh, okay.
But we're just like, let's all sleep in the same bed together. The 4 of us slept in the same bed last night. And it's
Ben,
nice because you
too?
do and you could, everybody like sleeps through the night. So it's pretty cool.
Oh,
It's
so
good.
you're sleeping through the night.
Yes.
But does this cause an issue going down the line? Like, does Ben have a hard time going to bed on his own?
I don't know. No, I mean,
do you mean you don't know?
We'll like put him to bed.
Like, does he wake up in the middle of the night and get back in your bed?
He's in the bed. Like lately he's been in our bed. He's sleeping in our bed.
Okay.
And I have friends who are like, don't do that because you'll never be intimate with your wife again.
And
But I can just
isn't
go.
that how you?
I can just go in the kitchen and jack off. So it's kind of win-win for
That
everybody.
was really dark imagery.
It's kind of win-win-win-win.
I was trying to give you and Deb credit, and you
know?
just ruined it.
I take one of our oven mitts that looks like Miss Piggy, and I have sex with it in our kitchen. Anyway, so my birthday happened, and we did talk about this, but it's like, so the night
How old
before
are
my
you?
birthday, how old am I?
Mhm.
I mean, I guess it's fine. I can say
How
this.
old do you think we are in dog years?
I don't know. What's 38 times 7?
Dogs are 7
Dogs are
every
7
year.
Yeah.
38 times 7. Oh my God. Rest in peace, right? How old is that?
Right. I'm 500 in dog years. Yeah. But
38.
times 10. What's that, like 300?
What do you think you're going to look like when you're 40?
Probably the same.
Same thing about.
But anyway, so yeah, the birthday.
Yeah, the birthday.
So she's like, what do you want to do for your, so the night before she goes, what do you want tomorrow to look like? And I go, well, I didn't like really make plans because like you just had a baby. So I figured we could just like take it easy and like, you know, play it by ear and everything. And we'll try to do something fun. And if I think of something I want to do, cause I was like, maybe I want to go to the Met and I'll bring the baby. But then she's like, well, you have to feed him a lot. So that won't be like the best idea. The Met Gala. Yeah.
No, my God, that was my mistake. The Met, the museum?
The museum.
That's what you want to do on your birthday?
Yeah, I haven't been in a while.
I hate museums.
Why?
It's reading standing up. I don't like it.
That's great. You learn stuff.
I can learn at home.
What do you learn at home?
Whatever I want to learn.
Okay.
I can go online. I can ask Steven.
All right.
So you want to go to the Met with the baby? And Deb said no.
Yeah. Well, she said that's not a great idea. So I'm like, you know, whatever. We'll just kind of play it by ear. Who cares? Then she's like, she goes, okay, because my mom is coming to visit tomorrow, and she's going to be here at like 7 a.m.
Okay.
So that made me go like, okay, well, that's a little invasive. And also, your mom came to the hospital and made like a big scene.
What was the scene?
She got to the hospital like 10:30, and visiting hours didn't start till noon. So she left. She just drove back to Jersey instead of waiting around
for like an hour and a half. That's so funny.
She drove back to Jersey.
Moms are amazing.
Yeah. She's really got like Susie Essman energy. I would like to have her on the show. She's intense. She's intense, but she's okay. But
I love older people. They do whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's amazing.
Yeah.
She's kind of like making the baby about her.
She's making the baby
like,
about her.
That's iconic.
She upset Deb. Yeah.
Deb was pissed. Yeah, because her mom couldn't meet her new child.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of a bummer.
Yeah. Well, she was pissed at her mom for being so annoying about it, and for like, making
and for choosing to go home instead of meeting her new baby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like, I'll take you to breakfast or something if you want. She's like, no, that's okay. I'm gonna go because no one tells me anything because she was like, and Deb's sister works at the hospital. So she was like mad at Deb and her sister for telling her the wrong time or whatever. So she could have done that the day.
I like her. I'd like to meet her.
Yeah, you would like her, but she's
you know
little.
You know what I was thinking? I have a soft spot for old men and difficult women.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, that's kind of like my demo. Like if you're a really difficult older woman,
yeah,
or you know how I feel about old men, I'm kind of like, that's okay.
Right. She's not really difficult, but she's just like erratic. You know, and she's
Deb is so chill.
Well, that's why Deb is chill, because her mom is so crazy. So she grew up around all this like craziness. So Deb is very much like, I'm not gonna let anybody, you know, interrupt my peace. I'm not gonna let anybody stress me out, because she grew up like stressed out all the time. So she's like, I don't let anybody rush me. I don't let anybody influence me.
Wow.
If I'm late, I'm walking in late. It's impressive.
She seems great.
Well, what's funny is watching her give birth is so crazy, because she never complains. She never struggles, you know? Watching her try to push a baby out, I'm like, I've never seen you like this. Because she never cries.
She never cries?
She did cry when I said, it's invasive that your mother's coming to my house at 7:00 in the morning.
She cried?
She cried a little bit. She goes, I'm sorry.
Apologizing?
Yeah. And I go, well, all right. Okay, I don't know what to do.
I feel like most like new dads like are really like do anything their wives need.
I do.
Bet but it sounds like you also just have her crying and apologizing to you.
I know, but can I have like one day? Can I get like my birthday?
You didn't want to see her
do what I
on
want.
your birthday.
I don't want to wake up at 7 a.m. to talk to her mother, who already caused a big scene.
Does her mom like you?
Yeah.
Really?
And she brought bagels. Yeah, she brought bagels. She brought ham. Like I woke up in the morning, I could hear their voices, like her mom and her stepfather. But then I got outside and I was like, all right, this is fine. Then we got into it a little bit. We got into it.
You fought?
We fought a little bit.
About what?
About U.S. foreign policy.
Oh,
Yeah.
can't help yourself.
Yeah. Well, I was just talking to her stepfather, and she kind of chimed in with some. She said some very nasty things. She said some things that were very nasty, and I said, "Why don't you?" I wanted to say,
What is that voice?
I guess it's like a Trump.
It's kind of like it's a little too mild.
All right.
I'm just saying.
All right.
When straight men don't do Trump like hard enough, they've just done the lisp, and then you just sound
The lisp.
gay.
He doesn't have a lisp.
But you did.
Okay. All right. Well, here's here's what I wanted to get into on today's episode.
I'm here.
You're here. So Zoran won.
Woo!
And
I bought a shirt.
You did?
Yeah, a while ago. Hasn't arrived yet.
Oh,
but-
okay. You have to buy those shirts?
I mean, the volunteers, I'm pretty sure.
Probably
get
get them for
I didn't
free.
volunteer.
Yeah.
Well, it's a campaign donation, right?
Hmm?
I think buying
Oh,
it
okay.
is a campaign donation.
What do you say?
It's a campaign donation.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who knows? Hasn't come yet.
Does it say hot girls for Zoran?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just got the twin.
Okay. Nice.
I don't really like well, this is maybe not nice. I don't really like when girls like declare they're hot. Like when girls I know that's kind of sometimes what I do, but I don't really like when girls
Yeah,
are
yeah,
like,
yeah.
so what it's like being a hot girl, or hey, we're the hot girls doing this. It's like, I'll let you know what I think of your looks in my own perception. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
But you should kind of like big up yourself a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, like I know I'm hot.
Yeah.
I don't think I look hot right now in my weird outfit. With my, and I packed like 4 other, I don't really know what I have in that bag. Anyway.
So what I want to get into is that everybody's upset. There's a lot of people who are freaking out, crashing out. They're saying that we just elected a jihadist for mayor and he's a communist.
Yeah, what
and all
does
this
jihad
stuff.
mean? I've been seeing that
Jihad
everywhere.
Jihad is like holy. It means like holy war. It's like Muslim holy war. So after
Is it
9/11, yeah, it depends on who you ask.
Like if he said, I love jihad.
Well, he didn't say I love jihad. I mean, he's like the most normal. He's like the most normal guy.
Yeah.
He's regular. He's so regular.
He's so handsome.
And he's really handsome. And some people have said he's better looking than me. Some of my haters have said that.
Yeah.
Some of my
I don't even know if I would think to like compare you two. It's so different.
Some of my haters have said that he's better.
Do you
looking.
like him? Like,
I'm-
does he align with your policies?
Yeah, I think so.
Hmm.
Yeah. Johnny doesn't trust him. Johnny's very black-pilled
Oh,
about
what's
politics.
that? I've never heard black pill.
It's like when you're out of it.
I feel like there's just
like
red.
Hmm?
What's the red pill?
Red pill is where you don't like women, I guess.
Really?
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah. Red pill's when you don't like women.
I guess that was
Black-
me before.
Yes. And then, but anyway, so everybody's saying this guy's going to do jihad, and if you're Jewish, you need to evacuate New York City right now because he's going to kill me. And the thing that's bothering me the most is people saying, oh, like I've seen a couple people say this. They said, New York went through 9/11 24 years ago, and now we're electing this guy, which is implying like. What? So a Muslim can never be the mayor of New York City because of
9/11 happened?
9/11? There are only like 9 hijackers and Osama bin Laden.
That's really nutty.
It's really nutty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I disagree.
it bugs me. And I'm sure you probably know you probably have some clients who are
Muslim? No.
No? Okay.
I think Steven might be, though.
Steven might be. Okay.
I know he's Indian.
Uh-huh. So I just want to take this episode. I want to revisit 9/11 a little bit. Okay? And I just want
I don't remember it.
You don't remember it?
I was only 2.
Oh.
Maybe just turned 3.
Oh. Yeah. So nothing.
So will be my first visit.
So you have no. Okay.
I mean, I know what happened.
Yeah.
Imagine I was like, no spoilers. No, I know what happened.
Mm-hmm. But you have no memories of 9/11. Okay.
How old were you?
Like 14.
So you do remember.
Yes. But so now the first thing I want to say. So what do you know about it? What do you know about the events?
Kind of liked using that as a phone stand.
I'll
I
put it
know
back. You gonna
that.
pour some of this? If you want, I could pour some on the back of your head.
Ew,
All right. Okay.
that's
A simple
so
no.
unsettling.
A simple no.
We're
would
in
have been
velvet
fine.
chairs.
Well, I'm gonna do something.
Don't put your.
Just a little bit. Oh, it feels good.
It's like not that hot in here.
No, it's pretty hot.
Oh my god, you're like wet.
If Johnny does it, you're gonna feel like
and you,
God person
I'm
out.
not. I promise I'm not. I don't need to be part of this circle with your headphones
All right.
too far forward because of
It
that.
feels really good. Anyway, okay. So what do you know? What do you know about the?
Oh, someone sent me something.
What do you know about the events? Someone sent you a Zelle?
No, someone sent me something.
Oh.
I know that a plane flew into the Twin Towers
Right.
and they crumbled down.
Mm-hmm.
And I am unsure if the planes were taken over by passengers or flown by the guys who were always going to crash them. Like that, I don't know if like people got out of their seat and took over the control room and crashed the plane, or if the guy flying the plane is the one who crashed it. I know Hillary Clinton was there. I know
He sure was.
because I've seen that interview where she's like in the rubble and she's like, we will never forget what happened here.
She's in the rubble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that. I don't remember it, but I've seen that. I know she was there.
She's pouring
And-
dust on top of her head. Before.
And I know
Yeah,
that
that's it.
apparently they went to the Pentagon and didn't land. And I know that people think George Bush did it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that other people think Osama bin Laden did it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that some people today think Osama is handsome.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, there was like a TikTok trend, like
Oh, okay.
where they liked Osama bin Laden.
Okay.
And that's it.
Yeah. Why Bush knocked down the towers? Why you around them cowards? That's a song by
What?
Jadakiss. By Jadakiss.
I don't know who that is.
We could do that at the end of the show. If we do some karaoke, we'll do Why by
If we
Jadakiss.
do some karaoke.
Why is Jadakiss?
Got to do it on the Patreon.
Really?
Yeah,
If I just rap the song right now without the music?
that's fine.
Okay. Why is Jadakiss as hard as it gets? Why is the industry designed to keep the artist in debt? Why those dudes ain't riding if they're part of your set? And why is the industry designed to keep the artist in debt? It's all his questions that he wants to ask the world.
Who does?
He goes, Jadakiss.
I don't know who that is. That's the
He
full
goes,
name.
why they open your package and read your mail? Why they stop
Who
letting
does?
brothers get degrees in jail? Oh,
That's a good point. Why do they?
yeah.
I'm anti-prison.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you think you think, what's that guy's name? Carmelo Anthony. That's a funny case. We should get into that if we have time. Let's stay focused here though. Okay. So the first thing I want to say about 9/11, right, is that when it in like 2009. So yeah, they told us that because Netflix just came out with a documentary. It's called like The Hunt for Bin Laden or whatever. The beginning of the documentary is they show footage of 9/11. They interview these CIA analysts and they go, they're like, yeah, it was pretty clear that Osama bin Laden did this because he hated us. And he was behind a lot of other attacks too. And they spent very little time actually talking about Osama bin Laden. Not that I'm saying where you have to like Osama bin Laden or anything, but they just go like, they rush through it very, very quickly in the doc. Then I was doing a little reading this week. I was reading about our military. You know, which we do have a good military.
Do we?
We have a big military with a lot of people.
I don't think it should be so big though.
I don't think it should be so big either. Yeah, I agree. See, there's a lot of stuff we agree on. That's why we work so well together. So I was Google imaging. Now, the funny thing
I was
about
Google imaging.
No, because
what year is it?
because I Google imaged.
I was Google imaging. This is just like the t-shirts. Email me for a shirt.
Because it's fun. It's good to have a visual aid when you're learning.
Yeah,
Reading can only do so much for you.
that's a good point.
But I was reading about B-52 bombers. Okay. Then I said, what does a B-52 bomber look like? I've never even thought of that. Now, the footage that we always see of 9/11, right? It's a plane crashing. What's on your phone?
I'm I'm listening.
Okay.
I was just checking.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. The footage that we always see of 9/11, it's a plane flying into a building, but that plane doesn't. It's not like an airline colored. It doesn't say American Airlines. There's no logos on it. Like the more, God, you have something to say?
I have a question.
Yeah, please.
Are you saying that theory that they exploded the buildings and the plane just like flew into an already exploding building? Because I've heard that before.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? You think it's suspicious?
I think there's a theory that the planes were like remotes or something. But if you look up, let me just Google image 9/11 here.
Image 9/11. Steven's really into 9/11.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's 9/11. The plane is never. I mean, you have to kind of look at a video. Oh, here we go. There's also, and this has been taken down from YouTube, but that to me looks like a black plane. That doesn't look like an airline to me. There's also videos of eyewitnesses being like, oh my God, that was a military plane. There's another guy on camera who's saying, yeah, that wasn't an airliner. That was like that was like a black, that wasn't like an airliner. That was like a black plane.
Okay.
Okay. Does that look like an airline to you?
It does look like it could have some shadows on it.
Yeah.
Maybe the sun was setting on the opposite side.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
I mean, don't we know what plane took off? A bunch of people got on it.
Right. I guess that's the tough thing. Like maybe that was exploded or something. Maybe those planes were exploded.
Like those planes.
What? What are you giggling at?
Privately.
You two figuring out 9/11?
Why? Do you have it figured out?
No.
So you think those two planes privately exploded?
I'm just saying. I'm not
this
sure.
flew on its own.
I'm not sure if this.
Then how do you explain?
I'm not sure if this is an American Airlines plane.
I don't know. We have lots of planes.
Yeah. Okay. So moving on. So everybody's like. So everybody. So everybody on Twitter is going. Oh, 9/11, Muslim mayor.
Wait, why? Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I was like, why is 9/11 relevant again?
Because it's relevant again because everybody's saying we're going to have another 9/11 because of this.
What does that emoji mean?
I don't know. So I was at karate the other day. Now I know there's like some things circulating about what?
That's funny. Oh, this is you're in focus.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what it means. Yeah. Now I know.
Okay. So yeah. 9/11. That's what everybody's saying on Twitter. And then I've heard some stuff about how people say that another country did it. Okay. So I was at karate because there's this whole narrative that like
aren't we kind of doing 9/11s to other countries?
Yes, absolutely.
Look who's got the facts now.
Absolutely. But the narrative that Muslims did it is like I go, you know what? I'm taking my kid to karate. I'm going to sit here for 30 minutes. He's not going to do anything new. And I just Googled like, why do people think Israel did 9/11? Okay.
Okay.
So I go to so it directs me to, and I see a few places. I see a few articles. One of the articles that I saw, very funny, was why October 7th was worse than 9/11. But one of the things I saw was the ADL's website. I wonder what podcast is coming in here next, by the way. The ADL's website. Anti-Semitic conspiracies about 9/11 endure 20 years later. And so the ADL website it's all about like anti-Semitic 9/11 conspiracies, which anything that's anti-Israel, they spin into, anti-Semitism. But what's funny about this website, and I would encourage everybody to go and just read it and look at it, they don't really like debunk anything. They don't say like, they go like, oh, here's the conspiracies. Like, here's what people think. And that's disgusting. They don't go like, oh, people have questioned the structural integrity of the buildings. Actually, what actually happened is many architects in this they did this study, and here's why that's wrong. They kind of just like gloss over everything, and they go, "Here's the conspiracies. We had the dancing Israelis. We had the building was owned by the building and this horrible stereotype about the owner of the building not showing up for work."
Was he there?
No, he had like a dermatologist appointment.
Oh, that's lucky.
The owner of the building, yeah,
That's pretty lucky.
yeah, it's very lucky. Yeah, he said he was going to go into work, and then his wife goes, "You can't go to work today because I scheduled an appointment at the dermatologist."
That seems actually pretty.
What?
That's pretty solid.
Solid. Yeah.
Like that doesn't seem sketchy.
No, it doesn't.
I feel like that's something wives do back
Right.
back in the day at that time.
Yeah. And then he got and then also there was like asbestos in the building.
Asbestos.
Asbestos.
No one pronounces the B.
Asbestos.
It's asbestos.
Asbestos.
Asbestos. I could not spell that though.
Asbestos.
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 I'm
So-
having a hard time with all this info.
Oh, okay. Well, do you have any questions for me?
No, I'm not sure what you want me to cook up with it.
Sure. No, I just want.
It's a lot to
I just
learn.
want to look at this website.
And she's on steroids.
And she's on steroids.
And I'm on steroids, and I'm on a Diet Coke.
But pull up that website, Johnny, if you don't mind.
I was so excited to play Jeopardy.
Oh, right. Well, we could do that.
This is like the opposite of Jeopardy.
Is there a part you want me to go to, or just start from the beginning?
Scroll down to scroll down to Louis Farrakhan. They give you a list of like all the conspiracy theorists,
Mm-hmm.
and they go and just find Louis Farrakhan. What was that sound?
I was moving my
Okay.
feet.
Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam. Can we make that a little bigger? Or do you want it? Can you read that? Yeah.
Yeah. The Nation of Islam is a black nationalist organization which has maintained a consistent record of anti-Semitism and bigotry since its founding in the 1930s. The NOI, led by longtime leader Louis Farrakhan, peddles numerous anti-Semitic stereotypes and conspiracy theories, including blaming Jews and Zionists for the 9/11 terrorist attack by claiming that 9/11 was a false flag operation designed to help Israel and provoke a war on Islam. The group's official newspaper, The Final Call,
Which
and the
it did, right?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
I don't remember.
Okay.
The group's official newspaper, The Final Call, and the Nation of Islam Research Group, Noir.
There's more to life than being monetized on YouTube. We all understand that, right?
Yeah, I just want to experience it once.
Okay.
That's really funny.
The Final Call and the Nation of Islam Research Group have also repeatedly published these claims over the past 2 decades, including in a 2016 series of interviews with prominent 9/11 conspiracy theorists Kevin. Well, there's a list of few. Let me bring it back up. Also spoke on a panel. Okay, here's a small group of Zionists and others are involved in planning against Islamic nations. Those who plotted the 9/11 false flag operation are members of the synagogue of Satan, spoken of in the Bible, and must be exposed. And my job is to expose them. It's a quote from Louis Farrakhan at Tennessee State University, April 2016. They needed some event that was cataclysmic, that would make the American people rise up, ready for war. They plotted a false flag operation, and when a government is so rotten that they will kill innocent people to accomplish a political objective, you are not dealing with a human. You're dealing with Satan himself, the synagogue of Satan. And now they got into the Bush administration, and on 9/11, the Twin Towers went down. George Bush, those devils, Satan's around him. They plotted 9/11. Ain't no Muslim took control of no plane.
Right. And it's like, spot the lie. Like, why are they publishing this on their website? Why are they not even making an attempt to say, here's why that's wrong? You're the ADL.
Yeah, they go right on to Owen Benjamin. Well, I don't know. I didn't read the full page, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, I did.
I believe you.
Man,
Got
yeah.
nothing but
I punched
time on
3
his
holes in
hands.
my holes in my wall reading it. So anyway, I just think it's funny. Go and check that out. Maybe we'll link it in the description. There's just, you would think that there would be a little bit more, they would put a little more effort into like these here's all of the horrible conspiracy theories. And actually, no, it wasn't a missile that hit the plane. No, they were, I don't know.
Yeah, this article is just posting memes.
Yeah. So very low effort. We're going to do a little, and then it's just like, wait a minute. The guy now, this is
on the website?
Yeah. And you're just like, the guy's name was Larry Silverstein, and that's what he looked like.
They're sharing things from people's Telegram chats. Like,
but why?
Okay, it's not like this was on the news.
Right. And isn't it it's not a little suspicious that like the whole building had to be redone, that they had to like replace all the asbestos, so he just knocked it down and got like, $8 billion.
I don't know. That seems like a big.
Would you bomb your building for $8 billion?
I've never been offered $8 billion.
I'm not saying it's a big.
I'm sure you would kill me. You'd probably kill if you could push a button and me and my family died. And you got $8 billion. What's that?
Don't make it the whole family.
No, but I think you would. I think you would justify it.
Your whole family?
I think $8 billion. None of the problem is none of us have ever been offered.
Does everyone know that I did that?
What's that? No, but you have to carry it around with you.
Oh, then yeah, I can do it.
Right.
If other people are like, if Johnny, like if you guys mysteriously die and I mysteriously have extra money, but nobody knows that it's 2 and 2, I would do it.
Right.
But if it was like, everyone's going to know that she just killed his whole family just so she could have $8 billion, I wouldn't do it.
I mean, if somebody said to me, knock that Coke bottle down and a family will die, but you'll get $1 billion, I would just be like, oh, whoops. It was an accident.
I mean, as Mr. Wonderful says, marriage is primarily an economic partnership, and it helps you create wealth.
Oh, yeah.
So if it's there's some Mr. Wonderfuls in that building who are probably weighing the risk versus reward in their economic transaction of their marriage.
Yeah.
Did you see that lady who killed her husband and she didn't get in trouble because they were together for so long? They kind of just like let her off the hook.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah, like they were together for like 50 years, and in a fight, she threw a mug at his head, but knocked him out and he killed him. And went to court. She was like, it was just like a whole thing. And they let her off. Remarkable.
It was like not, yeah. I guess it's hard to prove intent to kill.
Yeah, I mean, if I threw a mug at your head, I'm not thinking you're gonna die.
No.
I'm thinking you're like pissing me off.
Right.
If I pointed a gun at your head.
Do you want to throw a mug at my head on Patreon?
Do you want that?
Yeah, do you want to break a plate over my head?
Sure.
We could do it as a fundraising thing.
Do it as a fundraising thing.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
I wouldn't mind. We could get some cheap plates at the at the dollar store.
We can put you
You're
in a
not
dunk
afraid?
tank.
What's that?
You're not afraid?
I'm more afraid of being poor
than of having a plate broken over your head?
Yeah, you could break a plate over my head.
I feel like you're not thinking about what's going to happen.
What? It would hurt?
Yeah, and I might cut your head and then you're going to have little pieces of glass all over you.
I don't care.
I mean, we can just get sugar glass and tell people it's real.
Oh, nah.
Not as fun.
Not as fun.
Okay. Never mind.
No, I think a dish breaks pretty easily.
Not if you should see the plates I have. I have those really thick, like restaurant plates at my house.
Okay.
That would kill you. We'll need to get something like from Crate and Barrel.
Yeah. Well, all I'm saying is this website just kind of bugged me because it's like they didn't debunk anything. They're just,
Well, that's what they did when the guy went and shot up Comet Ping Pong. And within like 5 minutes of it occurring, it's on CNN and it goes.
That's been debunked.
Yeah. Shooting was motivated over debunked Pizzagate theory. And then it's like you can search CNN for any debunking article. Okay,
right.
Just tell me what's debunked about it.
Yeah.
But there's absolutely no exploration. And then if they do debunk it, it's like Hillary Clinton could have been drinking the blood of babies that day because she was in, Iowa.
I feel like they could hire me as like a anti 9/11 conspiracy person. I could give them better like talking points than what they're giving us.
What would they be?
Which is just how dare you talk? How dare you be racist? You know?
Yeah.
What would they be? You know, like you don't like jet steel beams don't have to melt to be weakened. Look how weak they are. The building was not built to code. That's what I would say.
Okay.
It was built by the mafia, so they didn't build it to code. So
that's a good one. See that you have
collapsed.
you're Italian, so
Yeah.
that gives like the ethos. People
Right.
trust that argument.
right.
That's good.
Yeah. If anyone wants to give me money to sell out,
Please.
I'm for sale.
Please.
I don't know. Just let's talk.
Talk to me too.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna do a little game now before we wrap up.
I left my phone away. Actually, I need it out.
We gotta go, right?
What time is it? Yeah, we do.
Oh,
Okay.
how convenient. There was enough time for all of your 9/11 stuff.
Well, we could do it another time.
Well,
Do trivia another time.
keep talking. I'll go see if we need to get out right now.
All right. You want to do a little? Yeah. Give me some trivia.
Well, I don't want to do it now.
Why?
Well, because
You
if it's about to be over.
Okay. I'll give you some.
Did you actually think of any?
Huh?
Did you actually think of any?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we got to get out.
All right. We got to go. Remember, it's baby week.
Why?
I'm on maternity leave, everybody. I'm on maternity leave.
This is the best episode we ever did.
Really?
Yep.
Do you think it was the steroids?
I think it was the
Yeah.
steroids,
It's the heat.
the celebrity sighting of you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How amazing.
It's having enough water.
Did you like just get this cup or something? Like, what's the big deal?
No, it's just the biggest cup that I have. My friend's
Cool.
wife gave it to me.
It's the-
I like the sound of the ice.
It's
like
biggest
that
cup
video
I
that always
have.
goes viral on Twitter of the girl like
The ASMR.
yeah, with the Red Bull.
You know you
and the
can go to
pumps.
places now where they just play with your hair and you pay them.
That's disgusting.
I would do that. You know, I would pay like a quack foot doctor to just touch my feet a little bit. I don't want a massage.
Just, what do you mean touch them a little bit? That's foul.
Like, let me see your foot.
No.
I'm
You're
just
out of your
saying-
mind.
I'm just saying, like,
If you're
you know, when
thinking
you
you're
go
gonna
to the
touch my
doctor,
foot
when the
on
doctor,
camera.
okay, pretend this is
Just say it. We don't need an example.
your perfect foot.
I don't want to do it anymore.
You know, when a doctor goes like, all right, well, you get this bone right here. That's like the best feeling. Or when they measure your shoe.
I've never had to have my feet
All right,
looked
we
at.
gotta wrap up. Thanks everybody. Patreon.com/Recine time. We'll see you next week, or we'll see you this weekend. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Our family, we don't run around crying and acting sad. We just dust our shoulders off and keep on moving.